Good afternoon, all. We have around 7 to 8 participants. We'll wait for another 2 minutes and then we'll start the class.
Okay, sir.
Don't disable your videos. The first condition is that only.
Yes, sir.
Don't disable the video. It's 2:05. Let's start the class. Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So last 3 sessions we were talking or we were discussing about the library classes. Okay. And now we will start a new chapter. The chapter name is conditional construct in Java. Okay. In the previous session and all, I have done videos for this and have sent to you. Hopefully you have seen and understood about the videos. Now let us take a live class now. Okay. Now Rishit, when you read the introduction, 171.
Conditional construct in Java. Introduction. Every programming language provides some constructs which are necessary for it to be called as a programming language. Let us talk about the programming constructs briefly before talking about the selection statements.
Okay. See, conditional construct, there are so many kinds of conditional construct. So in this chapter, we will be discussing on programming construct, conditional or selection statements in Java, if statements in Java, nested if statement, question mark alternative to if, that question mark is called as ternary operator, switch statement, and difference between switch and if else statement. Now I'll share the PPT. Don't disable your videos, everybody. Yeah. Apurva, keep your camera properly. Yeah. Now, Prince, what can you see on the screen? Prince, what can you see on the screen now?
Conditional constructs in Java, session 1.
Yes. Let us start the class. Conditional construct in Java, session 1. Be attentive. So, out of these many learning outcomes, today we will be learning on sequential execution, main program methods and segments. These are the topics we are going to cover today. So first one is control statement. What is control statement? Rishid, when you read the first 2 points.
If the statement to choose between two alternatives, the switch statements to choose between multiple alternatives.
Okay, means what? Here conditional construct we are going to. Okay, there are a few things. If is why we use if is only one condition, one statement. If is the only one condition or one statement to choose between two alternatives. Okay, means when you have only one condition, you cannot choose the second one. I'll show you in the program. Now, this is the syntax of if statement. Okay, this is the syntax of if statement. So first, when you start writing if statement, listen carefully. If you have any doubts, you can clarify then and there only. See, this is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax. This is the syntax. So here you can see only one statement is available. So one statement is available in a single block. Okay, in the single block, when you write one statement using if, then it is called as if statement. Okay, this is a test condition. We have to give some condition so that it will be implemented in the block and it will work accordingly. Okay, this is the basic fundamentals. Next, I am going with an example. This program, first thing you should understand is you should understand the question carefully. So in this question, what is the question? We are finding the number is even or odd. Okay, we are finding the number is even or odd. Now public class even. The class name is public class even. Public class even. Okay, so what is the class name, Rishit?
Even.
Even.
Yeah, so we are giving public. How many types of access specifiers are there? Can anybody tell me? How many types of access specifiers are there?
Public, protected.
Yeah, there are three
Yes,
types of
yes.
access specifiers. One is public, then private, and
Protected.
then protected. So in this, public public has got control over the entire program. This entire program you can access from any point, then you can use public. Private for certain particular block, and protected is for blocking or protecting the block. But most of the time we will be using public only. So keep it in mind, there are three types of access specifier. We call access specifier means this: public, private, and protected. These three are called as access specifiers. This will access throughout the program. Now the next one is public static void main int n. So n is the number which you are going to input. So we have created a variable called int. This is a variable. So n is the number which you are going to input. Now the question rises, how does it work? How does it find whether it is even or odd? So Rashid Bhai, where are you going?
Sir, I'm going to take a picture of this program.
Okay. Now the next one, you should understand one thing, that is you have to write the syntax. System.out.println. The number is, whichever it is in the green line, that is a statement. Whatever you write in the double quotes, as I have told you, that is the statement. Now plus n is the number which you're going to input. For example, I'll type it as 4. When I take the number as 4, 4 is what? N. 4 is what?
N.
N. Now we have to check whether the number which you have inputted is
Even or
even or odd. To find that, we are using the modulus operator. Okay. Now the condition is, 1 minute. Now the condition, this is the main part of the program. Keep it in mind, this is the main part of the program. And we are using only one condition, that is if condition. If this is this, then this will satisfy, like that. Now, what is the number I have taken? 4. 4 modulus 2. Okay, 4 modulus 2 means what? 4 is this one, and let us divide this like this. Modulus 2. 2. How much is the 4?
2 to
Sir,
2 is the 4. Okay. Now, which is quotient, which is remainder here?
Sir, remainder is 0.
Remainder 0,
Quotient is
quotient is 2.
Remainder is
0.
0. Okay. And quotient is 2. Now, whenever you use this symbol, modulus symbol, whenever you use this modulus symbol, you should not take the, what is this called as? Quotient.
Quotient.
Always you should take the remainder. Keep it in mind. Modulus operator. This is called modulus operator. This modulus operator will only take the remainder. Quotient will not be considered.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Now what is the remainder here?
0.
So 0 is equal to 0. Means what? Right hand side and left hand side both are same. Right hand side,
Left hand side both are same.
both are same.
Sir, then if you put 3 also, it will become proper. No, sir, it will show 0 is equal to 0. Equal to 0.
Good question. I'll tell you why. Okay. Now n modulus 2, 4 modulus 2, the remainder is 0. 0 is equal to 0 means it is satisfying the condition. If it is satisfying the condition, what should print? The number is even should print. Clear? You have how many condition here?
2 conditions.
No, we have
2,
Two
N is
conditions.
we have only one condition. Okay, what is that condition? I told this is a block. Okay, in this block, we have only one condition to satisfy whether the number is even or even. The number is even. Okay. Now Rishit going to ask one question. In case of 4, I will take 5. Okay, I'll take 5. Now what I will do? 2.
2 to the 4.
2 2s are 4. What is the remainder?
1.
1.
1. Now
Decimal.
1 is equal to 0. Is the right hand side and the left hand side both are same?
No, sir.
Sir, it won't take decimals, sir, in quotient.
No.
Quotient will not be taken, only the remainder will be taken. Only the
Yeah, it
remainder.
won't take decimals. We can take decimal, no, sir. 0.5 we put will come.
No. There is no decimal point here. Okay. Modulus operator will only take the remainder. Now, when we take 5, it is odd. Means what? This condition is for 4 and this condition is for 5. But this is not satisfying and this is satisfying. So the number which you inputted is even. Clear? Any doubt on this program if condition?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Shall I proceed to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yeah. Now see the output here. I showed you, I gave the number as 4. In this I have taken as 6. 6 is even, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Means what? The remainder became 0. Right hand side and left hand side both became true. Let us go to the next one. Now the next one is again if condition. In this you tell me how many blocks are there in this?
2 blocks.
2 blocks.
Between the 2 blocks, what is a new word you are seeing here?
Else.
Yes, else is a new word you are seeing. What is the meaning of else?
If
Come on.
first condition not considered, then next
If one
else. If
condition is not proper, it will print the other condition.
go to the next
No,
condition.
it is not like that. Not proper is not the right word.
If the first condition is false, it will go through the second condition.
Yes,
If
yes,
first
exactly.
condition is true, it will terminate it.
Yes, exactly. When the first condition is satisfying, then it will print the first condition. If the first condition is not satisfying, then else will help you to go to the second block and second block will be printed. This is first block and this is second block. This block is about X and this block is about Y. So how many statements are there?
2 statements.
Now, how many statements are there?
There are 2 statements.
Yeah, in the previous program, how many statements were there?
So there was 1 statement.
Yeah. Now, this is the syntax of if-else statement. If-else statement means what? More than one statement is called if-else statement. And if is what? Only one statement. Clear? Let us go to the program.
Sir.
Yeah. Now, what is the question? By seeing smallest, what you're going to find here?
Which is small, which is big.
Which is the smallest number?
Which
Okay.
is small.
Smallest number means you should have 2 numbers, correct?
Yes, sir.
When you have 2 numbers, you should create a variable for 2 numbers. So, public static void main string argument is a default statement. Int is a data type I'm using here. And how many variables I'm taking here?
Variables.
This is the first
Sir, here is-
variable
sir,
and this is the second variable. What is the name of the first variable?
A.
A7.
What is the name of the second variable?
B.
Okay. Now A
Sir,
value.
here if A is greater than B is given, sir, then system out dot A is the smallest number.
Yeah.
A should be smaller. A smaller than B.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. A value is 7 and B value is 9. Now condition starts. If A is greater than B, means what? 7 is greater than 9. Is this 7 is greater than 9? Is it true or false?
False.
False. Means what? It will move to the second condition. It will
Yes,
move
sir.
to the second condition by using what?
Else.
Else. If
Else.
the first statement is not satisfying, then automatically it should move to the second condition. And one thing you should keep it in mind, between two, any one should satisfy. Clear? Now system.out.println, b is the smallest number. Okay? B is smallest number?
Yes, sir.
B is smallest number or A is smallest number?
Sir, A is smallest.
A
smallest.
smallest number. B is
Here, A instead of this, you keep it as A. B instead of B, you keep it as A. Now what happens? System.out.println, A is the smallest number. Here, you keep it as B. Okay? Got it? Means what? You have two conditions here. Any doubts in this program?
No, sir.
Okay, let's go to the next one. B is the smallest.
why?
Yeah. Let's go to the next one. If else, if ladder. What is the difference between if else and if else if ladder? Can you tell me?
So like if is the starting first statement and like else
Else.
is like if that is false, go to the else. Else if ladder is like if there are more than two conditions, they go else if
Then two.
then
Now in this,
That-
And you have to end with else. And the last statement should be else.
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Now here, how many blocks are there?
4 blocks.
4 blocks.
So 4 blocks.
4 blocks.
Yes, sir.
The
Okay.
floor block. 4
Yeah.
blocks.
First one here, if you will give one condition here, okay? You will give one condition. For example, A is greater than B. Okay. Now, if this condition is not satisfying, you will, if it is satisfying, what has to be printed? If it is not satisfying, it should go to the next block.
Next one.
Okay, if here also it is not satisfying, it should go to the next block. Okay, at the end here, if again here else if is there, and here else is there. What is the meaning?
There is nothing except next statement. There is no options to do with.
Yes, means what? You have one condition. Second condition is there. After that, there is no condition. Whatever comes, that is the answer. Okay. This else is written to tell you that you are ending the program. You are ending the condition. You are ending the statement. Okay. This is the syntax of if else if ladder. And we can call this as nested if also.
What's it?
Nest, N-E-S-T-E-D, nested if also. Okay. Navang, what are you writing?
So I'm seeing, well, I'm just noting down the important points from in the textbook.
Okay, fine. Okay. Now let us move to the program and see now. Yeah. Now here, this is the best example I would give you. Here one condition is there. 2 condition, 3 condition. Means what? More than 2 condition if you are using, then you should use nested if or if else if ladder. Now, what is the name of the class? What is the name
Ladder.
of the class?
Ladder.
Ladder. Tejaswini, what is the name of the class?
Ladder.
Okay. Now, int n, public static void main int n. Now this will help you to input the number, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what if the number is printed? What are the conditions? The number which you are presenting comes under which statement? Comes under which statement? Okay. Now, if your number is greater than or equal to 70, from 70 and till 100, what is the number you are inputting? That number is satisfying, then it should print. It should print what?
Distinction.
Distinction. Okay. Now we have out of 100, we have given the condition for 70 to 100, correct? One condition over. Else if. Means what? I have one more condition. Else if you have one more condition, the condition is what? N is greater than or equal to 60. Okay, N is greater than or equal to 60. Means what? From where to where first class will print?
60 to
60 to
69.
70.
60 to 70.
69.
60 to 69.
Why it is 69? Can anybody tell? Rishit Benu?
Sir, in first
Sir,
one,
because
n
70
is
is
greater
given,
than or
is
equal to
equal.
70.
N is
Greater
greater
than or
than or
equal to-
equal to 70.
Yeah, see here 60 from 60. Okay, from 60 to 60 to how much? 60.
69.
69.
It will take. Why 70 is not taken? Because you have used here is equal to symbol. Can you see here?
Yes, sir.
If you remove this is equal to symbol, then here you should give 70 only.
70.
Okay, means what? 70 and above till 100, you will be getting the answer distinction. Again, the second condition goes with the statement else if. Else if from 60 to 69, 60 to 69, you will be
class.
printing what?
First class.
First
First class.
class. Now what happens? Two condition over. One more condition, else if. Again, you'll use else if. Else if is what? N is greater than or equal to 50. Means what is the number? Range of number?
50 to 59.
50 to
59.
Rishit, when you enable your video,
Yes, sir.
50 to 59. When you use this condition, 50 to 59, the number if you are inputting, then it should print what?
Second class.
Now, what is the
Second
last
class.
condition? Else.
Anything
Else?
less than
Else
that
means
will
what? Else means what?
1 to
It's,
0
49,
to
49 or below, it's fail.
49.
0 to what is
49.
49.
49. If this number encounters, it should tell you fail.
Sir, 49. No?
Sir, 49, sir.
49, yeah. 0 to 49, it should tell you what?
Fail.
Fail.
Fail. Okay. 50 to 59, it should tell you what?
Second class.
Second
Second class.
Okay. 60 to 69,
First class.
First class.
above 70.
Distinction.
So how many condition over here? 1,
4.
2, 3, and 4. Okay. Understood if else if ladder?
Yes, sir.
This has been understood?
Yes, sir.
Now, my next question, every time when you write the exams till date, okay, past 9-10 years I'm working here, okay, every time you have your exams and tests, who will generate the report of your class? Who will do the tabulation?
Class teacher.
Teachers.
Who will do the result for you?
Class teacher.
Class teacher will do the result?
Teacher. Subject teacher.
Calculation, sir.
Who will do the result for you, for the school? Who will do the result?
So you,
Who said that?
Anvita.
Yes, exactly.
Sir, first I told, sir.
You told her.
Sir.
Then I didn't hear. Okay. For entire school, from 1 to 10, I will generate the result. Generating the result, there is a criteria, correct? Distinction, first class, second class, third class, and fail. Here, this is the type of program I am going to use to generate the result. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what I will do every time, I won't come to the Java program and type the program and get the result. There is one more way of generating the result by using the same conditions. Okay. In Excel, I have put the formula in such a way that once if I enter any number, automatically it should tell you the result. Okay. If I input 99, distinction. If I input 10, fail. Like that. I will do in Excel. In
Oh, sir.
you, how means how can I show now? Um, 1 minute. I'm using the other computer. I'm not using my computer. Otherwise, I would have shown directly. Okay. Uh, Ninth standard.
Yes, sir.
I wanted one what to say, somebody to create a group for ninth standard.
So we already have.
Ninth standard we have a no, yeah, only for computer
Yes.
students. Okay, only for computer students. Can you create a group and join all the students in the class
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
so that
I
Yes,
have
sir.
maximum students of number, sir.
okay, what?
Prince and I have almost all the students number, sir.
Okay, fine. Then create a group of ninth standard. Give the title as class 9 computer application.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that any programming aspects, so any doubts, any questions, any queries can be floated in that group. But only one thing, okay, only subject matter should be there. If anybody posts nonsense in the group, then I will delete the group itself. And Rishit going to make me an admin also. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, hopefully you understood about nested if.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts here?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Now, let us go to the output now. Now, enter value is 56. So 56 comes under what?
Second class.
56 comes under what condition?
In class.
56
Second
comes
class.
under second class.
Second class.
Okay.
Second
Now
class.
enter the value is. Okay. Enter the value is. Enter the value is. Now see here. Enter the value is. Here till here no calculation. Only this one will give the calculation. What is this 56 called as?
Mark. Variable.
No. Who will tell this? Who will tell this?
Int N.
Yeah,
Print in.
I was about to get this answer. N. So N is the number. When you are inputting N, the number is 56. Once it gives 56, then it will check the condition. Is it satisfying the first condition or second condition, third condition or fourth condition? All the four condition it will check. Okay, and it will come to the conclusion when after finishing the fourth condition checking, then only it will tell you this belongs to this condition, this belongs to this statement, like that. Okay, now 56 comes under second class.
Second class.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Shall I go to the next segment?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Now, alternate to if else statement. Alternate if else statement. Now, Rishit, when will read this?
Yes, yes. Condition question mark expression 2 is equivalent to if else form. If condition
Wait.
expression 1.
Wait. Condition question mark. Okay. Now you should understand question mark. Question mark is an operator. In programming language, question mark is an operator. The name of the operator is ternary operator. T-E-R-N-A-R-Y. Whenever you encounter ternary operator, here there are two expressions. Expression 1 and expression 2. Okay, this is one expression and this is second expression. Whenever you use this question mark operator, it will check the first condition. If the first condition is true, okay, second condition is false. If the first condition is false, okay, then the second condition is true. Okay, got it? Now, Rishit will continue.
If condition expression 1 else expression 2. For example, assuming declaration int min is in place, the following code snippet to find the minimum of two numbers. Min is equal to a is greater than b, question mark a b. is equivalent to the following if else for. If A is greater than B, minimum is equal to A, else.
Else minimum is equal to B. By seeing this all, you should understand what I'm going to tell you. There are, see here, this is the syntax, okay? And this is the condition. Now, min is what? Condition, okay? And A is greater than B is the condition. So this much is the condition. Now, again, this question mark came here, okay? And expression 1 is what? Expression 1 is what? A. Expression 2 is what?
B.
B. Now, if A is greater than B, then minimum is A. Okay? If A is greater than B, minimum is A. Else B is greater. Okay? A is greater than B, then the first expression is true. First expression is true. 1 minute. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, let us continue now. If A is greater than B, the first expression should be true, else second expression will be true, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next. Hopefully this understood for you.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts here, Nawang?
No, sir.
Vivang, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, the next one. If else statement and ternary operator. I told you ternary operator is question mark. Vivan Sagar, read.
Difference between if else statement and ternary operators. If else statement. The if else statement code is very obvious about the logic it is implementing. Ternary operators. Although ternary operators operator code is neat and compact, the logic is less obvious.
Okay.
The
Okay.
if
First point we'll discuss. If else statement, the code is very obvious about the logic it is implementing. If else statement we will use logic. Means what? A is greater than B, or B is greater than C, or C is greater than A, like that. But here we will use question mark to check the code. Okay, very simple. Ternary operator is very simple, and if else statement is little more expression. Now second one.
the if else statement can have multiple statements in curly brackets
Balest.
in the if
Balest.
past,
Stop.
part, or else.
Stop. Who is that? Balist. Talk to me, Balist. I have taken the screenshot. I'm going to call your mother. Wait. After this class, I'll call your mother. Balist, I want to speak to you. Where are you?
Sir, he left.
He left.
After this class, he'll have nicely. Wait. I'll call his parent. Okay, read.
Sir, you stop screen sharing and screen share again, no, sir. Then this marks will go.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue.
The if else statement can have multiple statements in curly brackets in the if part or else part. Only single expression are allowed.
Okay, then. Okay,
A
if else
nested-
statement can see this kind of distraction. I don't like it at all. If the if else statement can have multiple statements in curly brackets in the if part or else part. Means what? Curly bracket is nothing but the blocks. You can have as much of your blocks. You can open multiple blocks can be used. Okay, multiple blocks can be used. We have done this in the previous one, curly braces, but here only a single expression will be given. Okay, single expression in the sense you can see a single expression is this condition
Yes, sir.
question mark expression 1 or expression 2. Whereas if else will have more than one condition block. You can see here one block, two block, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Here one block is there, two block is there, three block is there,
4 block.
fourth block is there, and fifth
Fourth
block
block.
is there, like that. Okay, so ternary operator will have only single expression, whereas if else will have multiple expression. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next one, Vivan.
A nested form of the if-else statement is easy to read and understand when proper
Indentation.
indentation is used. A
Hmm.
nested form of the ternary operators is very difficult to read and understand.
Okay. In this case, when you are using nested if blocks, you will use more than one nested if. See here, more than one nested if is there, more than one block is there. So, indentation means what? See here, this block belongs to the last block. This block belongs to this block. Again, this block, opening block and closing block, opening block and closing block, opening block, closing block. Like that, you'll have indentation. When you type automatically, it will take the indentation. First block will start from left, the next one is here, and then followed by the other blocks. Okay? So, nested form of the if-else statement is easy to read and easy to understand with proper indentation. Proper indentation means you can see here. This is first indentation, second indentation, third indentation, like that. Okay, but when you are using nested if program, then don't go for ternary operator. So if you go for ternary operator, the nested form of the ternary operator is very difficult to read and understand because only single expression are allowed. In ternary operator, single expression are allowed. Other expressions, more than other expression, if you want to give, then the program will become, or the syntax will become complicated. Program or syntax will become complicated. So which one is easy for you? If else statement is easy or ternary operator is easy?
If else statement.
If else statement is easy.
If else.
Ternary operator is also easy. Okay, ternary operator is also easy when you have only two expression. More than two expression if you are having, then what happens? More than two expression if you are having, then which one you have to go?
If else statement.
If else statement.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is thank you. Okay, I'll stop sharing this. Hopefully, did you understood this today's topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Shreya CD,
Sir.
unmute yourself.
What, sir?
Shreya CD, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me which are the topics we discussed today?
Sir, if else statement,
Then
ternary operator,
then
then if else ladder.
okay. Now Navang, please explain me about if statement.
Sir, if statement.
Yeah.
Sir, if statement, it consists, or that means only one statement. Was only one statement.
Yes, exactly right. Now Tejaswini, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rishit Venu, tell me about if else if statement.
If else if.
Yeah.
If else statements, you can use two statements are there in if else.
If else if I am talking.
Ladder.
Ladder,
So
ladder.
if else if ladder, in that you can use more than two. You can use more than two statements. And you have to start with if, and the last ending condition should be, we should use else.
Yes, very good. Now, Dhyan, tell me about ternary operator. Dhyan.
So ternary operator is difficult to understand.
Okay.
And if two statements are there, we can understand clearly.
Okay. Now, what is the symbol used for ternary operator?
So ternary operator,
Chetan Vinayak, what is the symbol we use for ternary operator?
Else.
Hey.
Question mark.
Anvita, what is the symbol used for ternary operator?
Question mark.
Very good. Congratulations, very good. So wherever you see the symbol question mark, it should strike you that this is about the ternary operator with having two expression. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now anybody have any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, then how many more minutes left?
So,
Venu?
for
How many?
15 minutes.
So more 15 minutes.
15 minutes,
14.
fine. Now
14.
I will not continue for a long time. You will also feel bored. So now it's time for me to ask about
Feedback.
Feedback.
Today's session.
Feedback.
today's session feedback. I have enabled the chat box. Start giving your feedback and you can exit yourself one by one. Give your valuable, genuine feedback. Apurva says, easy, sir. Easy and understanding. Thank you, sir. Dia Kutanda.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye, Dia. Bye, Apurva.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Tanmay, easy and helpful. Bye, Tanmay. Tejaswini, today's class was very easy and understanding. Thank you, Tejaswini. Bye. Prince, class was easy and understandable.
sir.
Thank you. Prince, thank you. Chetan, thank
Sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nawang. Yeah, thank you, sir. The program which we used as an example helped me a lot to learn. Thank you, Vivan. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Mohan, sir, today I came after 7 minutes, so sorry for my teacher. I understood very weak. Thank you. Okay, Mohan. Anvita, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye. Rashid Venu. Today's class was easy and understood all the concept. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Venu. Bye.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye,
Thank-
friends.
Bye, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shreya. Bye. Dhyan, thank you.
Bye, sir.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.